Did Lindsay Clancy know what she was doing? The legal question everyone keeps getting wrong. Not was she mentally ill? Not was this horrific? Not do we sympathize with her? The actual question, what did she understand about the nature and wrongfulness of her conduct at the time, right? So let's talk about the expert testimony. The thing that bothers me the most is, number one, she sent her husband out. She sent him out so she could be alone with the children. The second thing that bothers me is the idea that she turned the children face down so she didn't have to face them while she was harming them. The other thing is she systematically went after each child one by one by one. There's some evidence that she potentially had Cora watch the other children, and then she ended up harming Cora as well. And so the other thing too is when she wakes up from the hospital bed, she says, "Thank goodness my children are safe." So apparently she thought that they would be safe because they would be in heaven, right? The exercise bands, again, those were used to harm the children. Her conduct afterward. The other thing is the reported voice. A lot of the experts have said that it's extremely convenient that after Callan had been harmed, that the voice went away, which doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. And the other thing that is also telling is the fact that as soon as she did what she did, she decided to jump out of a window. So that shows in some ways that there was some guilt or there was some acknowledgement that what she had done was wrong, right? And so ultimately, it seems like convenient that the voice went away as soon as the children were gone. In her treatment history, there has been some talk that maybe she wasn't as consistent as she claimed to be. And ultimately, I think the totality of the circumstances tend to point to the idea that rather than insanity or diminished capacity, she seemed to have some sort of plan. And I've changed my mind from this. If you've seen my earlier podcast, you know that I initially believed that she potentially could have that. But however, the go to God thing really bothered me, really upset me a lot. And I came up with a conclusion, obviously, that, you're not going to go to God until it's your time to pass. So she knew that her children were going to pass, right? So thank you for tuning in to Grace and Gavel, where truth meets compassion. My name is Buffy. I'm an almost 18-year criminal defense attorney. And I will say this is one of the most complex cases that I have analyzed. And that is the reason why I revisited my initial feeling. And I determined that there was a lot stacked against what was being said. And listening to the experts, I mean, you know what? I can give you legal information all day long, but I'm not a mental health expert. I don't pretend to be, nor would I say that I am. But I had some serious questions that I needed to deal with. And I think that some people may call that weakness. Some people may call it wishy-washy. But I think that it takes courage and it takes being honest with yourself to realize that sometimes you can shift your position based on newfound evidence. And some of the expert testimony was pretty damning for me. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you got value from this, please feel free to like and subscribe. Grace and Gavel is also housed on YouTube, along with Recovering Perfectionist Mama Grace in Progress. So thank you for your support, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you come back and see me again soon. Bye-bye.